Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Nicole. Today I wanted to do a sit down video with you and do, I believe it's called the Homemaker tag. Now my friend Heather from Honest Homemaking did this a week or 2 weeks ago maybe now. And I guess it was from like 4 years ago, and so I guess she's trying to bring it back, and I thought it would be fun to do as well, and it'll maybe give you a chance to get to know me a little bit. So I took a screenshot of the questions because I didn't have the actual link to it. So if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at the questions here from her video. So we'll just go in order, and there's 20 questions. So the first one says, have you ever had anyone say anything negative to you about staying home or working from home? I don't think so. Not that I can remember. In general, I mean, my family and friends are understanding of our 3 small children, and my husband works a lot, and so it just makes sense for me to work from home and be home, so not really. What is your favorite and least favorite part of staying home? My favorite part from staying home is being able to be with my kids, and not having a commute for work, because I do work from home. So generally I can just wake up and go clock in if I need to. So my commute is, 10 steps between the bedroom and the computer. So my least favorite thing about being a stay-at-home mom or working from home is probably the lack of adult interaction, to be honest with you. I don't really have many friends, outside of YouTube or whatever, that I hang out with or do things with or anything. I do every now and again, but with everybody's lives so busy, I don't really get out much. So I just talk to my husband and my mom for the most part. So yeah, I would say adult interaction is my least favorite thing, or the lack of adult interaction is my least favorite thing about staying home. What is your favorite and least favorite chore? My favorite chore is probably vacuuming, because it's satisfying to see, the crumbs and the hair and everything just be sucked up, and I cannot stand stepping on crumbs. So it's probably vacuuming. My least favorite chore is probably cleaning the bathrooms. Are you blowing bubbles? Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you scoot over though, please? No, I mean out of the video. Anyway, I don't remember exactly what I was saying just now, but my least favorite chore, I think that's where I was. The bathrooms, cleaning the bathrooms for sure, because even though it's just my husband and my older son right now, because my 2-year-old isn't potty trained yet, it's gross. There's a lot of pee on the floor. And also dishes, if there's a lot of dishes, because I have a bad back, and I'm tall, so it hurts my back to bend over for long periods of time and do the dishes. What time do you wake up and go to bed? Usually I'm up around 7, which is when the kids wake me up. I don't set an alarm usually, at least during the summertime. During school, it's a little bit different. So I wake up usually when the kids wake me up, unless we have somewhere to be or something to do. And usually we go to bed at maybe 10 or 10:30 at night or something, somewhere in there. Unless it's Friday or Saturday, my husband and I might stay up till midnight or something if we're watching a movie or whatever, but usually it's around 10 or 10:30. Do you put anything on in the background while you clean, work, or cook? Sometimes I do. It just depends on what chore I'm doing exactly, and if my toddler is sleeping or not. So sometimes I'll watch a YouTube video, sometimes I'll put on music, but usually I don't have anything on. It just depends, because I usually try to film or clean or whatever while my 2-year-old is sleeping, so I can't have too much noise going on because I don't want to wake him up either. So usually I don't, but sometimes I do. Let's see. Do you get dressed most days or stay in PJs? I do get dressed, but I get dressed into different PJs. Basically, I usually wear leggings for the most part, but because I'm home so much, I don't really put on nice clothes, so I get dressed. but I usually have ratty old t-shirts on with holes or stains or something, or just leggings. Like when I film, I usually put on something a little bit nicer so I don't look, as much of a slob or a bum. Can you turn off the flashlight, please? Thank you. So I do get dressed, but are they really clothes? I mean, I don't know. But if I'm going to the store, or I'm going to lunch or a family function, or if it's like a holiday, I'll put on, oh my goodness, what was that? I will put on, jeans or whatever, like actual clothing. How often do you do your hair and makeup? I don't do my hair. Like, I shower, I usually air dries, and then either it's half up, half down, or it's just up in a bun. I don't remember the last time I straightened it. Sometimes I'll put like mousse and use my diffuser and like have crunchy, like curly hair. But that is like putting a lot of effort in. I wear makeup maybe twice a month, if that. I knew I was filming today and we went to lunch, so I actually put on a face. But usually if you've watched my cleaning videos, my other day in the life videos, whatever else, I usually don't have makeup on, but I'll wear it for like special occasions or what have you. What is your trouble zone or area in your home that needs the most help? The kitchen. It's always a disaster. How often do you find yourself getting distracted? Probably all the time, because my brain is scrambled and fried all the time because I have so much that I'm trying to do and so much going on all the time. So probably all the time I'm distracted with something. Do you enjoy staying home, or do you miss going to a job every day? I do not miss going to a job every day. People at my office or at my work, like there's an actual office building that you can work at. I work from home, obviously. They ask me once a month or so, like, are you ever coming back to the office? And usually I say no, because, staying home, whether I'm working from home or if I ever quit there, if and hopefully when I'm monetized by YouTube, which is probably still a year away, I would definitely still stay home. I don't miss having a commute. I don't miss having to call off if the kids are sick or something. I don't miss sharing a desk, because I used to get sick a lot when I worked in an office. I can spray down the equipment that I'm the only person touching, and it's much better. What is your never-ending chore? The kitchen. Like all encompassing, total encompassing of the kitchen. Like counters being cleared, the dishes are never done. I mean, we have 5 people, and it's a lot. Like the kitchen is used all the time. Also, laundry is never ending, naturally. What is your favorite way to relax or have me time? Outside of doing YouTube, because that is kind of like my hobby, essentially, I do play Sims as well on the computer. So that's basically my way to relax or have me time. I will rarely go out and maybe get a manicure or a haircut, but that's like twice a year. So that does count as me time, but it's very rare. So usually playing Sims or just editing a video or something like that is my me time. How often does your husband or significant other chip in? Every once in a while. Maybe once a week, if that, but he's busy and tired all the time from working outside. So, I mean, if I ask him to do something, he'll do it, but will he just like go chip in? That doesn't really happen. I have to ask, and then, he'll do it, but it's not very often. When do you find time to do chores? All the time. I don't know. Like I said, though, usually I try to get the bulk of it done when my 2-year-old is sleeping, because if you've ever seen that meme, I'll see if I can put it on the screen somewhere, but it says, cleaning a house with a toddler is like brushing your teeth with Oreos in your mouth. That is accurate. So I try to get my chores done when he's sleeping, or if he's not here. Like Wednesdays, he goes to a babysitter's house, so I can try and have like one full day of uninterrupted work or do YouTube stuff or whatever. So whether he's sleeping or if he's not here, that's usually when I get the bulk of my chores done. How often do you balance being, or how do you balance being a homemaker and creating YouTube content? They kind of go hand in hand because I have to clean the house and do the laundry and all that stuff every day anyway. So, I mean, I don't pick up the camera every time that I clean. I do probably film myself cleaning maybe 3 times a week or so. That way I'm kind of on top of videos. So I just feel like they kind of go hand in hand. I've been doing the what's for dinner, so I'm filming, and the lunch video. So I'm basically filming all day long, almost every day anyway, whether it's for dinner, for lunches, or if I'm filming a cleaning video. So that's kind of what makes it easy for me, I think, to have a channel and have like my niche of what I film, because that's what I do. So I'm not like going out of my way to create content or film or anything. What is your favorite room in your house and why? Probably the living room. Now that we have the new couches and the rug and the table, and it's probably the room that stays the cleanest the longest, honestly, because there's no toys out here. Some of my pillows get thrown or something like that. We might have like a cup or two from a snack or whatever, but it stays the cleanest, and that's probably why it's my favorite part of the house, because it is the area that requires the least amount of work for me. Let's see. Do you feel your home reflects your personal style? Why or why not? Kind of, I guess. The house itself, no. We rent. We can't change anything about it, obviously structurally or whatever. But obviously the decor items are things that I have chosen. So I guess kind of, I don't really have a style. It's kind of like farmhousey, rustic, but also just kind of eclectic. Like I like different colors. I like pops of color. I love sunflowers. So it's just kind of a hodgepodge, which is also my life. So yes, I guess it does reflect my personal style. Let's see. What does your house smell like? Nothing, really. I mean, sometimes if I'm not on top of the litter box or the trash, it can kind of smell bad, I guess, like anybody. But, you know, if I'm keeping on top of those things, or if I've lit a candle that day, or if I've mopped and I use essential oils, or I've dropped essential oils in my sink or something, you know, it smells better. But usually when I walk in the door, I don't really smell anything, if that makes sense. Like it just kind of is a general, like, clean smell. The last one is, what is your strong point and weak spot when it comes to homemaking? My strong point and my weak point, I don't know. My weak point might be keeping on top of the kitchen. That's just the hardest room. It's used so much. Everybody goes in there. So my weak spot is probably like keeping up on the cleaning of my kitchen. My kids are arguing. If you hear them, I apologize. And that could be it too. Having my kids get along, I try. We have discipline, you know, what's the word? Discipline, I guess we just have discipline in place, you know, but they, you know, they argue, they're kids. So I guess maybe like staying on top of the kitchen and trying to raise good human beings is maybe my weak spot, because it's just a daily struggle that I strive to be better at every day. And the thing that I'm best at, I guess just in general, taking care of everybody and everything, because I do it alone, and I do, well, not completely alone. My husband helps, but 97% of everything in the house is on my shoulders. So I think that I actually, in general, balance that well and can take care of that well. But that's probably why the kitchen is the worst spot because I spend so much other energy and time on things. Plus I'm in there cooking every meal for 5 people every day. So yeah, I think that answers that question. But I also wanted to see if you guys would be interested in me sitting down to film a Q&A. If you guys have any questions for me, since that was kind of like a, you know, pre-scripted questionnaire from a website or whatever. If you guys have any questions, I wouldn't mind sitting down to do one. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. Give me a thumbs up, leave comments, questions, or even assumptions down below. I didn't think that my channel was far enough along to hop on that assumptions Q&A train a few months back. I feel like I am now, so let me know if that's something you guys would like me to do. You can leave your questions or assumptions down below in this video. I might ask you guys to leave other questions in a different video because I know not everybody watches all of the videos, but let me know if you guys have any questions. Also make sure to give this a thumbs up if you did enjoy this little questionnaire. Make sure to subscribe as well if you are new. I would love to have you so much. Make sure to say hi to me too down below if you're new, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.